and my drum, 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 drum. Baby Jesus, ba-da-ba-bum-bum. I am a poor girl, ba-da-ba-bum-bum. 'Cause I have no gift to bring, ba-da-ba-bum-bum. That's fit to give again, ra-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Shall I play for you, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, on my drum? Me and my drum, 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 on my drum. Me and my drum. Hearing all that ba-ra-ba-bum-bum. The ox and lamb kept time, ba-ra-ba-bum-bum. I played my drum for him, ba-ra-ba-bum-bum. I played my best for him, ra-ba-bum-bum, ra-ba-bum-bum. Then he smiled at me, ra-ba-bum-bum-bum, me and my drum, 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 me and my drum.
Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortenta Carty. Another new week, huh?
Yes, and I'm not counting anymore because we keep counting, and obviously, I remember when it was 1999 and everybody was afraid of Y2K. I'm actually that
2000.
many years young. In any event, we're almost at 2023. Grateful to be alive.
Indeed. And it's week 2 of our Good Morning SKN, 12 days of Christmas giveaways. There are 4 ways that you can win. Tag 3 of your loved ones on the giveaway post on your Instagram or Facebook pages at Studio 327 Inc. or at Good Morning SKN. Secondly, call the number 664-7327 during our giveaway segment and answer a question correctly. Jamie?
And third, look out for the word of the day during our live stream. So you have to watch to see what that is. And finally, check our Instagram stories daily for other opportunities to win. We proceed now to the latest in local news. The ECCU Bank of the Year is the National Bank of Dominica Limited. More commercial banks encouraged to participate. Win Media SKN reports. The ECCB Bank of the Year Awards was held on Thursday night, December 15th, to recognize the banks in the Eastern Caribbean Central Union that have made outstanding contributions to the wholesome development of the people through daily business practices. Awards were presented to the banks that exemplified excellence at the highest level in 2022 under 5 categories: corporate social responsibility, customer service, financial education and empowerment, support to micro, small, and medium enterprises, and technological innovation. Ketchawai Charles, head judge of the ECCU Bank of the Year Awards, said the competition was tightly contested as the banks for the past year demonstrated exactly what the ECCU banking sector should be. The 8 participating banks were the National Bank of Dominica Limited, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank Barbados Limited, and the Caribbean Union Bank, both from Antigua and Barbuda, the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, the Bank of Nevis Limited, Bank of St. Lucia Limited, and the Republic Bank EC Limited, also from St. Lucia. The first place recipient of the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year Award for Corporate Social Responsibility is the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Second place was awarded to the Bank of St. Lucia Limited, while the Bank of Nevis received the third place award. So we are on that list, and hopefully we can top it next year. Who knows?
Indeed. So congratulations and commiserations. Government of St. Kitts and Nevis negotiating Cuban scholarships for advanced training and education in sports. This from SKNIS. The overall health and well-being of athletes in St. Kitts and Nevis are a priority area identified by the government that must be improved for sportsmen and women to achieve their full potential. During his presentation to the budget debate on December the 15th, 2022, Minister of Sports, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, said that training in the physical, mental, and emotional health, as well as proper nutritional guidelines, will be addressed in 2023. Minister Duggins stated in his parliamentary presentation, and quote, "I am happy to say that apart from our monies budgeted here, our good friends from the Republic of Cuba have also agreed to support advanced training and education in the area of sports with the provision of some new scholarships," end quote. The availability of new scholarships came about following discussions between Minister Duggins and the resident Cuban ambassador, His Excellency David Rivero Perez. Studies will be available in advanced sports medicine that will benefit physiotherapists and specialized medical personnel. It's good news for those interested.
Definitely. Any educational opportunity,
Yeah.
That's great. All right, so we're moving on. Government to inject additional funds to boost the world-class annual St. Kitts Music Festival. This from SKNIS. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis, through the Ministry of Tourism, intends to inject additional funding into the St. Kitts Music Festival so that the 25th edition of the annual event will truly be an experience like no other. While making her presentation on the 2023 national budget on Thursday, December 15th, Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Marsha Henderson, said plans are already being made for the staging of next year's event. The Honorable Minister said, quote, "Today, the St. Kitts Music Festival is a world-class event anticipated by many around the world. Plans are already afoot for the 25th anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival in 2023, end quote. Minister Henderson added, quote, "You would see in the estimates an additional allocation of $500,000 to support the music festival, which we know as a matter of fact would bring investors to our destination. Over the years, the festival has grown from modest to a truly world-renowned event, attracting music lovers from around the world," end quote. And that is absolutely a true statement. It attracts a lot of people, a lot of headliners, so it's going to be great to enjoy that again.
They're early though.
They need to be. They're planning. So
That's good. That's good. So now for our weather, it's partly cloudy with a high of 80 and a low of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Regional and international news after this short break. We do recommend that you stay tuned.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue with the latest in regional news. Jamaicans encouraged to safeguard themselves against cyber attack. This from Loop Caribbean. Jamaicans are being urged to safeguard their personal information when shopping online during the Christmas season to avoid becoming victims of scamming and identity theft. Information Technology Manager at the Consumer Affairs Commission, the CAC, Christopher Martin, said that shoppers must recognize that they are the first line of defense against cyber attacks and they must take steps to protect themselves. He pointed out, and quote, "Be very careful and ensure that the device and browser you are using are secure. Also, do not save your password on your browser. It is not safe. Anybody who goes on your browser after you can access your information," end quote. Martin, who was speaking at a recent think tank held at the Jamaica Information Services, the GIS headquarters, is advising online shoppers to use complex passwords instead of familiar names that persons with nefarious intentions can guess. Wow. So folks, be careful. This is why I don't shop online or never shopped online.
No birth dates, no initials, no children's names, no addresses.
Guess your children's name if they don't know you.
Former addresses.
This is crazy though.
None of that stuff. You might be surprised what information we leak on social media that potentially could lead to these things, and also the browser part. Listen, just pick a password that nobody would ever guess. That's basically the key. All right, so moving on to international news. By way of an Olympics press release, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Emiliano Martinez collected the big individual prizes at FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. Just a matter of minutes before lifting the World Cup trophy for the first time, saying Kofi, it's trophy, for the first time following Argentina's epic penalty shootout win over France, Messi received the Golden Ball award to the tournament's best player. Wow, what an honor that is. On the stage, he gave the World Cup trophy a kiss as he held his personal gong. Messi had won the Golden Ball in 2014 in Brazil, where Argentina suffered heartbreak in the final, going down 1-0 in extra time to Germany. But this time, the 35-year-old got his hands on the one trophy that had thus far eluded him throughout his spectacular career. Mbappe took the silver ball for second place with 2018 Golden Ball winner Luka Modric, receiving the bronze ball for third. And this sounds so very exciting. How do I come down after the high that I have been on talking about football?
Where's the trophy that I'm accustomed to? Has it changed?
You watch football. Okay, this is good news now.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
When I was younger, Guyana always backed Brazil. I told you now that I'm old, I'm not into stuff like that. So, and they had this particular World Cup trophy. Where is it? I didn't see it there. All I saw was hands and a shoe and two balls.
Listen,
a golden and a bronze.
I'm a newbie FIFA lover, by the way, but I die-hard FIFA lover from now on.
Okay.
I'm saying, how do you come down from the high that I've just been on talking about FIFA? The only thing that I can say is that we'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN because we've got a great show for you. So that's the high that we're going to maintain throughout the day. See you in a moment.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good afternoon And to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit today?
Good afternoon. After finding a lump, I visited the health center to see a nurse, and she found a lump as well. Doc, do you think this is the big C? I shouldn't have cancer. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Nobody in my family has ever had cancer.
Slow down, not so fast. Not every lump of the breast is cancerous. The breast goes through a number of changes. It can be a piece of fatty tissue or some other non-cancerous lump of the breast. Either way, I'll have to examine you first to make sure.
Okay. I did not know I was supposed to examine my breast myself.
Yes, the self-breast examination is very revealing. It is the first step in diagnosis. It is important to self-examine your breasts once monthly after you've had your period. That way, you would know how your normal healthy breasts feel and be able to detect any changes early. If any abnormality is detected, there are more defining tests such as the ultrasound and/or mammogram.
Mammogram? No, I've heard that mammogram thing hurts badly.
I'm sure that most of what you've heard about the mammograms are exaggerated encounters. Here's the referral. Take it to the facility. Before the exam begins, you will have to fill out a short pre-test questionnaire. Let the doctor know if there's a possibility of pregnancy. Leave jewelry at home and wear loose, comfortable clothing. Don't wear deodorant, talcum powder, or lotion under your arms or on your breasts, as these may appear on the mammogram and interfere with correct diagnosis. During the exam, each breast is compressed horizontally between two plates for imaging and then diagonally for further imaging as needed. So how was the experience?
It's not what I expected. My teenage sister found a lump in her breast. Should she get a mammogram too?
All lumps of the breast and changes should be investigated. A mammogram is recommended once a year for every woman aged 40 and over, even younger if there's a family history.
OMG, women have to endure a lot.
Men have to check their breasts too.
Yeah?
Yes, some men do get breast cancer too. So remember, get checked today. Early detection saves lives.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is Sugar Mass 51. Time for us to celebrate as one. Today we will be speaking with Corinne Pajad Flanders, the lead creative of DFX. This mass band is known for their eye-catching costume design and production. Corinne joins us today to tell us all about this year's DFX costumes and mass experience dubbed Rebirth. Good morning, Corinne, and welcome back to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. Thank you. How are you today?
Good. Yourself?
I'm all right, thanks.
All righty, so let's dive right into it. The symbology of rebirth and the phoenix.
Well, the phoenix is one of my favorite mythical creatures, actually. And I actually have a tattoo on my arm with it. So when I started thinking about Carnival, what everybody's been through, especially with COVID-19, and the only thing, the theme started out with there's smoke, there's fire, and I'm like, can I get sections from that? So kept thinking about it. I was speaking with someone else who assisted me with some of the designs, a former apprentice, who's a very talented designer in his own right, Lincoln Watley. And we came up with, the Phoenix Rebirth, and that way we were able to build the sections from that. I know sometimes people who see the mass bands look at it and think, oh, they just slap some names on it. But, there are some processes that go into choosing the name of the band and the designs and things like that.
Nice. And I like the name Phoenix because it means rising from the ashes.
Yes,
and we did have two rough years.
Yes.
I just have to say, when you said where there's smoke, there's fire, I couldn't help but look at your hat.
This is kind of what started it as well. A friend of mine had given it to me, and then I ended up getting some more of them. And this is where it all started, from the hat. And eventually I got it branded, and we actually have a few of them for like our road crew and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it. That's definitely hot, honestly. That's where my eyes went when you came in here this morning. Definitely so. All right, so let's talk about the costume launch. The launch that was held on the 21st of October at Vibes Beach Bar. What was that like?
It was overwhelming. I mean, it was hectic. It was raining in the country. Some of our models got stuck. So we wanted to start at 7, and we did not get to start at 7. But, we had some delays, but it went off really well. One of our entertainers, we had one of our DJs who was there, DJ Smudge out of Nevis. Very talented young man. He was there. Our entertainers were also there. Nichabi and Tian Winter out of Antigua. He flew over just for the launch as part of the whole, introducing him to the St. Kitts market yet again, because he's not been here for a while. He came for Inception 1 year, and then also he came for the Hainsmith Caribbean Talented Team.
Wow, all hands on deck approach, regional approach. I'm loving it.
Yes, some friends of mine, and my sister lives in Antigua, so they all hooked me up with, spreading our wings, at least getting Antiguans into St. Kitts, because, St. Kitts Carnival is at Christmas time, New Year's. It's a little ticklish for a lot of people, but it's good to make all the different partnerships to be able to, branch out, even if it's, DFX at some point. We will be going to Antigua. Tian Winter is part of a crew in Antigua called Icon's T-shirt mass. And they have a T-shirt mass band. So we're hoping that next year in July, when they have that T-shirt mass, that a set of us can go over to participate as well.
That'd be great.
Yes, it would.
So let us talk about the turnout at the launch. How was that?
It was good. That was the overwhelming part. I was like, wow. But I know, a lot of people with Carnival coming, everybody's excited to be outside again. So, yes, it was really good. It was a good turnout. Everybody, the feedback was good from the costumes and things like that.
So after they saw the costumes, were they eager to sign up there and then?
Well, most persons waited until the following day.
Okay.
Because then the photos were released, so they could save them and peruse over them. And, that's when the phone calls started, and everybody, started signing up.
So are you sold out now?
No, we're not. Well, we have one section that is actually sold out, our frontline section in the black. Wow. It's called Renaissance. That one is sold out. The luxury of our band is that our body wears are made here on island, so I can take it down to the wire just a little bit to accommodate for last minute persons. They may not get all the feathers and all the other things, but if they want the body wear, they can certainly sign up and get that.
Yeah, okay.
Because we have those options, you can just have body wear, you can have minimal feathers, or you can go grand style with the big back pieces.
I love the classification, minimal feathers.
I know.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the other sections. Well, all of the sections actually, because you said the frontline section, Renaissance, Salvation, Revival.
Yes.
Interesting names, by the way. Let's go through them one by one.
Revival, well, that's the one that I worked on mainly, predominantly, and that was the base of the Phoenix Rising. You know, it's a revival of mass, a revival of the economy. You know, we've had all the political instability and now settling back down. So that's where it comes from. Renaissance, it started out as karma, and you know, most people think of karma as bad, but there's good karma. So we didn't choose karma, we went with Renaissance because it pretty much means the same thing. And Salvation, that one felt like a hallelujah that yes, we are, all the designs are done, and the white and the gold, it just seemed fitting for that.
Nice. And Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope, the day two wear.
Oh, there's a day two. So
That's a day two
So
wear.
this is just day one?
Yes, day one is the three main sections. Kaleidoscope is the day two option. That one, just looking at the colors and the smoke, and it has that smoky look to it. That is why I chose that name, Kaleidoscope, because it's full of color and vibrant.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Here we go again.
Yes, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Indeed.
All right, so I think you've talked about the differences between the frontline, midline, and backline costumes, but if you've not, if there's any other detail that you want to share with us, please do.
Well, you know, we realize that persons who have not been working and, you know, probably want to participate, so we made sure to cover all the price points with the costumes. So for those who want to play mass and can't afford the big feathers, you have the option of playing mass with us and having, you know, a really nice costume still. And that sort of thing. So we did it that way to cater to every pocket, pretty much.
Oh, this is nice. Is this frontline?
The white one, yes, that's Kaleidoscope right there.
This one?
That is Kaleidoscope, yes.
Oh,
That's the
this
day
is
to wear.
nice.
And we have it in the curvy option.
Ooh.
Make sure our curvy divas are covered.
Ooh.
You know, I like to show that we cater to everybody. That is the Revival frontline, again, featuring our curvy diva.
This is lovely.
Yes. And of course, we did not forget our males.
Not at all.
Yes.
I like their shoulder pieces. That's lovely.
Yes, a lot of work,
Ooh,
a lot of hard work went into that. That's the section that is actually, that one is sold out, yes.
This is
That is
gorgeous.
Renaissance, yes.
I can see why. And I know that you are so detail-oriented, so we're not even getting the full picture, really,
Yes.
of what they look like. They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Stunning indeed. So let us talk registration. So what is that process like?
Initially, well, previously we always did everything. You know, you come to the mass camp or you meet me on the road and you can give me your information and WhatsApp it to me. We're still doing that, along with the mobile banking feature as well as JAD Cash.
Okay.
So the pictures are up on the JAD site, and you can register through the site, especially for persons overseas.
Okay.
So it saves them the hassle of sending money to somebody via MoneyGram or Western Union and that sort of thing, or wiring with a bank charge, with, you know.
Yes.
So that's how we've been doing it.
All right, you mentioned that people can WhatsApp you, so can you give them your number? And
Yes, it's 869-664-3500.
all right. Listen, I don't know where to begin with this, because I'm seeing that we have the Sugar Master Revival loan package. There's a loan package going into this?
Yes, one of our sponsors, First Federal Credit Union. For the persons who are interested in that, you just come to the mass camp, you choose your section, you get an invoice from us, and you take it to First Federal. It's a very easy process. Once they can have a salary deduction done, it's within 48 hours, it's approved.
All right, and it's worth $3,000, so.
It's up to $3,000. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take that full amount. You know, some persons do, because then, you know, they can do other things with it pertaining to Carnival. You know, our ladies like to look amazing, so they can have their hair done, their makeup covered, get their boots, what have you.
Nice, nice. I see there's a group rate for 3 revelers.
3 or more, yes.
So it has to be 3.
It has to be 3 or more. yes, you have a group rate. It's a 15% discount. We also offered it to our Icons group in Antigua.
Okay.
So that, you know, once they're coming over as a group, then they automatically get that. They just need to let us know via the JAD link, you know, make the notation to say Icons.
All right. Prices for the costumes. Did we actually touch the dollar amount for the costumes, or does it vary?
No, we didn't. They range from the males. All our male costumes are $650 EC, and your packages include, of course, your costume, a goodie bag, things from our sponsors, unlimited drinks and food on the road, and of course our world-class entertainment. The ladies' costumes start at $850 to $1,850. Yes.
All right, so that's reasonable. So I understand why you say you don't necessarily need to take the 3,000.
Right.
It's just for the experience. Ooh, the mass experience with DFX. Okay, you're going to paint this picture for those who don't know, Corinne. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Well, our revelers tend to be a little rowdy. They tend to be a little rowdy, not causing a fight or anything, but they are a spectacle on the road. One of our hype guys, 5-star Pino, you know, you would hear him signaling everybody to the front, and, you know, a lot of people stand on the side of the road and they look at how mass has evolved and people dancing, and, you know, so the dancing does get a little out there. But yes, that is one of the things that they enjoy. Also, you know, we have a number of persons walking around to assist you. So if you're partying and you don't want to leave to go get a drink, we have somebody that is a roaming. I'm actually one of the persons that actually walks around to check on you, make sure that, you know, you're having a good time. Do you need a drink? Do you need food? If something happens to pop off, which is a rare occurrence, we usually keep a repair kit on the trailer with a glue gun already plugged up. So if we have to fix anything, it can be done right there. You know, the ladies don't want their costumes to slip, so we've got that adhesive spray to stick the costumes to the bodies and things like that.
Listen, this is sounding good. I wonder if I used to play mass, I just might be in this band.
Well, you should, you know. It is an experience. I mean, I've been playing mass since I was 9 years old, so yes, it's been.
I snuck in a mass band once or two in Trinidad at one carnival. Yeah, they were trying to get me out, but you know, with all those big things, it's hard to find a person that's not dressed up yet.
Please don't crash.
She'd be all right. She'd be all right.
So can you tell us some of the acts that we should expect on the road?
On the road, we are having DJ Smudge out of Nevis, as I said, 5-star Pino. There is also Upset Squad, you know. It's not a rhythm if you don't have a cowbell in it. That's one of their songs that I really like. Okay. Of course, Tian Winter, Nitcha B. Okay. Yes, he's coming back for Parade Day, Nitcha B. We also have DJ Choice One out of Atlanta. Okay. And we have Dr. Hayes out of New York City. And another hype man, he is called I Turn Up For You, Mr. Turn Up. He is coming in from NYC. He's part of a band out of Miami, Savage Mass. They actually placed 3rd in Miami Carnival. Ooh. So he's coming down to see and experience the St. Kitts experience for Sugar Mass.
With a name like I Turn Up For You.
I know. He messaged me on Instagram and I'm like, who's this person? And, you know, we got to talking and he said, well, okay, you know, I'm going to come down. Just make sure you have somewhere for me to stay and we're good.
I turn up for you. He will turn up and he will turn up on the road. So we are looking forward to DFX.
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to Grand Parade and Last Lap, and then of course January 4th when I can rest. Because it's been hectic. That's one of the things when you do your own production. Okay. You know, there are a lot of sleepless nights involved. But I have a really good team who've been working hard behind the scenes. Yeah, I have persons as far as Trinidad that have, you know, worked with me. My wire bender, Patrice, is amazing. He is here in St. Kitts, and he's been working since September to get things finished. Yep.
So we know what to expect. DFX.
I know.
DFX. I'm gonna put this out here. X for excellence, because again, you're very detail oriented. So when I see those costumes up close, there's gonna be no disappointment at all.
No, there won't be.
Ooh.
And we're also number 2 in the lineup coming down the road. So yes, we already pulled our numbers. So we are We're usually in the first 4, so number 2 is fine for me.
Yeah,
I think it's good because then our revelers get more time on the road. The further back you are, you have less time on the road to jam. So, and we've got an extended route, and so gotta make sure everybody's hydrated. We've got some really good sponsors as well. Island Purified Water, Caribbery has been our sponsor from day one. As I mentioned, First Federal Credit Union. Our photographer and his team, Create One Media, Gath and Angie, they did an amazing job. Of course, Icons out of Antigua, Inside SKN, Saucy Styles, Vibes Beach Bar, of course. I think I've covered just about everybody.
Let's hope.
And my makeup artist, she's been also part of our team, La Bellamy. Yes.
Wow. Well, it's always a pleasure talking with you, Corinne. Always a pleasure to see what you have in store for us. And definitely, you know what, you have caused me to anticipate.
Well, I hope we don't disappoint.
No, I know you will.
I don't think you will. You will.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
No problem. Thank you for having me, as usual.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be back in a moment with more GMS Scam. Stay tuned.
I need some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16, and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me no inna that. Big man no deal with back pamba.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though.
Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Well, we are feeling the groove here in the studio. It's all about Calypso. So 2 weeks ago, the National Carnival Junior Calypso Competition announced its winners. And here with us are the winner and the first runner-up for the Junior Calypso contest, Shantae Hendrickson and Taron Webb. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Good morning. I love that. It's such an honor. I love the way you say that. Can we make a song out of that? Good morning, good morning. Maybe a collaboration sooner or later. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So, it's always fascinating when we get to talk to artists, but especially young artists. Yeah. And we're talking about Calypso. So I really want to know how you were introduced to Calypso. Shantae, let's start with you.
Well, when I was younger, I used to see my older cousins singing, and I just wanted to follow them.
Was he singing Calypso?
No, it's a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry, but she wasn't singing Calypso.
Yes, she was singing Calypso.
Okay, because I know that we were just talking a little bit about, singing and the fact that Calypso is a little different. So maybe we'll get back to that conversation a little later. At least you had the guide of somebody who was actually singing Calypso. What about you, Tamron?
Yeah, kind of. I was younger, and my mom was like, she saw an ad on the TV, and she was like, "Yeah, you gotta go sing." Cause like in the show, I was singing like Michael Jackson when I was small and stuff. So yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily Calypso. It's just that you were singing.
Yeah,
before.
It was just like this singing. She didn't realize it was like Calypso type thing at the start.
Oh, okay. Oh, she thought it was just a singing competition.
It was just a competition. Yeah.
So, well, now we're curious. You kind of piqued our interest there. How did you do in that competition?
My first competition, like when I first sung, I think I came third.
Okay, that's great. So from
Yeah, I came
there, it's
third.
just like, then that's it. You know, you were set from
Yeah.
performing. I can see why.
So did anyone else influence you in calypso? Let's say the Mighty Sparrow, the Unexpected, someone local. You heard them, and is this the reason why you got into singing, Kaiso?
I never really even like listened to them type thing, but like I know the like music somewhat. I mess with it.
I didn't get you there, Sharon.
I said I know some of the like music, like it's good. The calypso. Yeah.
All right, so Shantae, back to you. You said you followed your cousin. How many years have you been singing calypso?
Yes.
How many years?
Maybe 3. I think it's 3. Only
3? Are you kidding me, Shantae? No, you gotta be
4.
kidding me right now.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 years you've been singing calypso?
Yeah.
No. You don't start singing calypso at 3 or 4 years ago and win a competition like this 3 or 4 years later. This is incredible. How do you feel about that?
I feel amazing, you know.
Did you participate in the carnival this year in Nevis? In the competition?
Oh yes. Yes.
And did you win?
Yes, I won there.
Oh, okay. So congratulations.
So we've got a winner. I was literally telling
you.
Tehran, remember what I was saying? I was saying, Tehran, you're going to go after Shantae. Shantae be very scared. And then, the next time we have this competition. But Tehran, you had some news for me, which is a little sad, but might be a little good. The news was what exactly?
What do you mean? News as in like the results?
That as in you're not going to compete again with Shantae.
Oh, I mean, it's all right. I've been singing for a minute. I was singing for like, I think 9 years now.
But you said this is your last year due to your age, so you won't be able to compete with the junior Kaiso anymore?
Mm-hmm.
So do you intend to go on to the big boy leagues?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
I do.
All right.
Try a thing.
No, go ahead, please, Tehran.
No, I said I'm going to try a thing.
You're gonna try, well, we're going to be watching you because you don't become first runner-up and just like disappear from the scene. So this is going to be good to watch you guys perform. So what are your performing names? Start with you, Shantae.
My performing name is Princess Nevia.
Princess Nevia. Why that name?
I like it, and it's heaven spelled backwards. My auntie gave it to me.
Oh, this is
kind of
sweet. Yeah, it is actually. It is. What about you, Tehran?
My singing name is Invincible.
Why Invincible?
Because when I was small, I used to like watch a lot of movies, and like the heroes always came out on top, so like they're kind of invincible.
Oh, nice. Because I also see that you won the 2017 Junior Kaiso winner and the 2015 Junior Calypso winner. So you are a winner in your own right.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
So it was basically just a given for you guys to enter this year's competition, wasn't it? Or was it something, something inspirational that made you go this year? What was it?
I mean, I was just going, because it's kind of traditional to like sing this type of times of the year, calypso.
So that was a natural thing for you. And Shantae, same thing. I mean, you're coming off of the high of Culturama. You are seeing this thing.
I just was excited to sing again.
Oh, nice. Excited to sing again. Was that the name of your song? Because that sounds like the name of a song. Excited to sing again.
No.
Okay.
You realize what we're trying to do here, right? We're trying to give you guys. We started with Good Morning, Good Morning. Now it's excited to sing again. Like we know anything about writing Kaiso. We don't know a thing.
Exactly.
But we're trying to give you clues here, so we'll see. Maybe you'll write a song for us one day.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that, how many songs have you written? Let's start with you, Tehran. How many songs have you written? None. That's fine.
None.
Do you? So the songs are written for you. You have a team that works with you. Do you get any input as to how you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Of like how I want the song to go.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are those conversations like? Okay, give me an example, very brief example of some of the input that you've had.
Well,
we're talking key changes. We're talking changes of lyrics. What are we talking about?
Oh yeah. Of like how high or low and how loud the music is supposed to be, like when I'm recording the song, actually, like in the studio wise. Like how the music, how I want the music to come out, how it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? At a certain point, the song was like in a key too high for my voice, because you know.
Yeah, you're at that age where your voice gets lower. Yeah.
Yeah, lower. Yeah. So I had to like adjust. But that's some minor changes.
You guys are talking all about singing. I'm going to do something a little unorthodox, but I'm just going to prepare you for it. I'll do it a little later when we're running out of time. So just prepare for it. I'm going to ask you to do something for me. It's going to be a surprise, by the way. Well, not for me, but for you. Shantae, have you written any songs at all?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Do you contribute in the same way that Tehran said that he does to how the song comes out?
Oh no, we just go. Well, the person who write the song, they want to go to the studio. They let me sing and see like how high or low the key should be and if I'm comfortable.
Okay, so you're pretty easy then. So far, it's been like, okay, yeah, this is it. This is the song, and I'll do it. All right, nice.
So, you would have entered the Culturama competition. How much time did you take to prepare for this competition? We do sincerely apologize for the break in transmission. As we would normally say, technical difficulties. Thank you for staying tuned. As we continue with our winner and a runner-up of our Junior Calypso contest here in St. Kitts. So, Shantae, I was asking you, how did you prepare for the show here in St. Kitts? What did you do differently with your preparations for Culturama?
Well, I have to travel over St. Kitts for practice with the band down here. And then I had to add a piece to the end of my song, so I had to learn it. So I kept learning it and learning it to get it. So that's basic.
Anything else to add?
Not really.
What about you, Tehran?
Okay.
I just had to learn this song really and practice my performance, and then I think that was kind of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you both are very, 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 very young. I was curious. Did this interfere with your schooling at all? You know, did you have to juggle your schedules or anything like that?
No.
Come on, you're saying no.
It says no. Shante?
Not really. No.
Okay.
Oh no, the adults in your households wouldn't let that happen at all, would they? At all. No, that comes first. That comes first.
So what were the name of the songs, the winning songs? I'll start with the lady first. So Shantae, what was the name of your song?
I'm confused.
I didn't hear you, sorry?
I'm confused. My song.
Okay, you're confused. And Tehran, what was the name of your song?
Mine was Fake Profiles.
Faithful Files.
Fake Profiles.
Fake. Oh, okay.
All right. Before we go on, you got to explain this song for me, Shantae, because I'm confused. Give me an idea. What was the story behind the song? You know, let's talk about that.
It was about leaders, like they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Like, it's a lot of corruption happening. So I'm very confused about what's happening. So I'm telling them to be responsible.
I'm sorry, I lost your audio for a little bit. So who's confused, you or the leaders?
Repeat.
I said I lost you on audio for a little bit. So who's confused? Is it the people who are confused or the leaders?
Oh, I'm confused.
You're confused.
I'm the one confused.
You're the one confused.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Well, you know, Tehran, you've got the same question to answer in our final moments here. Fake profiles, what's that about?
Yeah, it's about people on social media making like fake accounts, like multiple accounts, and just hacking your stuff, hacking your profile, and just tarnishing your whole setup of what's going on the social media type thing. And we gotta like start like bringing up people in society and not making negative comments on everybody's people posts and type thing like that.
So they're definitely socially relevant. I love that about Calypso. I love that about the art form. And I love that you were able to talk about two very different things, but two very important things in your song. I did say that I was going to surprise you with a question or a little bit. I don't know if I have enough time for that. Can somebody indicate to me if I have enough time for a line or a note of a song? I do. Okay, so we're going to start with you, Shantae. You're going to give us your best line or two from I'm Confused. And then Tehran, you're going to follow it up with your best line or two from Fake Profiles.
Okay.
So do you need a count? Shantae, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Leaders be responsible. Don't run from adversity. You gotta be transparent. Have integrity. Don't throw us under the bus. No, Mr. Leader. Out here we watching you. Please improve the view.
Ooh. I love it. Oh my gosh, I could listen to more and I don't have time.
Need to improve the
find
view.
Your song.
Nice.
Tehran.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As a youngster looking on, my mind start to ponder when I see adults on Facebook spreading rumors, from social activists down to ministers, even parents caught up in the bliss spreading propagandas.
Wow.
You're really speaking to the adults here.
You guys have got to keep this art form alive. Seriously, there's so much talent. It's about to explode. And I don't know if you are aware, but it's coming through the screen literally now. And I'm going to keep track of you guys because I definitely think that we probably need a longer interview with you individually to figure out, more about you and perhaps to have you share more of your art form with us. That'd be great.
Where are we supposed to view the performances, though?
Yes!
So let's...
But do we have the time to do that?
Oh, man.
That's the question. Because we were talking.
I missed the live performance.
So let's find out. Well, we had the live performance today.
Yes.
Do we have the
a bit
time?
of it.
Is there an indicator as to whether we do or not? So it seems as though we do not.
Okay.
But that's fine because we got our own personal live performance from you guys. And we do appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Guys, don't be strangers, okay? This is your home now. You come back, you talk to us whenever you feel like you're up to something special.
Thank you for having us.
You are absolutely welcome.
pleasure.
Our privilege indeed. All right, have a good day, guys. More Good Morning SKN. Thank you. More Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Stock up on fun in Caribana's children's department, where our new toys are sure to delight. Avengers Assemble. Shop the entire Avengers line, including Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Hulk. Check out our classic games like Operation, Sorry, and Xylophones. Make your children happy this Christmas at Caribana, where family comes first.
It's that time of year again. Caribana Christmas sales, and you don't want to miss it. 20% off all bed and bath items from December 10th to December 24th. Don't wait. Shop now at Caribana, where family comes first.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Caribana's Christmas sale. Time to shop for your household essentials? Need a new lamp? No problem. Curtains? No need to worry. Rug? On the list too. Caribana's Christmas household sale, where family comes first.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it, doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first. If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
It's giveaway time. Yes, it sure is giveaway time. And today we have partnered with Tap Water, and Chris, the project manager of Tap, is here to tell us what prizes two of our lucky winners will walk away with today. So Chris, welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and how are you doing this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. Still recovering from that incredible game yesterday. I don't know if you guys watched it, but
no, I
don't. You know,
so
yeah. Okay.
But Jamie's on a high.
I missed it.
You missed it?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm so upset about that, Chris. You have no idea.
Wow. Well, that was a great game. So, but
I'm
thank you
sure.
for having me. Thank you.
So that means your team won since you're an I.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
let's see. He's a messy guy.
I love the French team though, so we're on opposite sides
Okay,
today, but that's fine.
They played very well, so hopefully next time.
Yeah.
Okay, next time, Jamie, next time. So Chris, what are the prizes that you bought here today?
Yeah, so today I brought two different tap filters. This one is the Eco Pro,
okay,
and then this is the Compact. So some people, I know we've showed it on the site before, or on the show. This one's just a little slimmer unit. Some people don't like the bulkier fit.
Okay.
So this one's a little bit bigger, but the filters last longer in this one.
Oh, okay.
But some people prefer, like I said, a slimmer
smaller
fit
one
on your sink. This one is 4 filters for the year.
Okay.
And then this one I have the filters in the bag.
Okay. So how many filters this one uses for? How much?
This one you change it out roughly every 1 to 2 months. So anywhere
Okay.
from probably about 10 to 12 filters a year.
Oh, okay.
And this one's 4. This one will give you about 5,000 liters of water.
Oh, nice.
So it works out to roughly 1,000 of those 5-liter
Okay.
jugs.
Okay.
Great
And then
prices.
this is a new addition that we just came in. It's a bottle. It's a 750 stainless steel bottle and with a built-in filter.
Oh, nice.
So it can filter out bacteria and viruses. So any uncontaminated wells or in your rain harvest, if you're you have a storage tank with rainwater, you dunk it in there and it'll filter it all out for you.
Wow. Great prices, Chris. Thank you so
Indeed.
much. And somebody is going to win
Nice.
those prizes.
So tell us, what are the benefits of using these items?
Yeah, so I mean, we started the research roughly a year and a half ago, just looking into, protecting St. Kitts, the Caribbean, and really, throughout the world. We're looking at eliminating single-use plastic. I have children, my boss has children, and we just want to leave a better future behind for them. And so the benefits, one, it's filtered water. It's excellent water. It filters out over 80 to 100 contaminants. Obviously, you're saving all the single-use plastic that you're not using. It's convenient and it's affordable compared to bottled water. It is a little less expensive. So those were the three things that we focused on was the cost, because we didn't want to offer anything more expensive, the environmental, and the health benefits.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
so last
stuff.
time you were here, it was Plastic-Free July.
Correct, yes,
Talking
the
about
SDC
that.
and Kenny, yes, correct.
So definitely great prizes, as we were saying, and somebody's going to win these great things. So it's giveaway time. You just heard Chris explain what these prizes are that you stand to win from tap water. So let's see who is going to win now. So winner number one, this is the Insta Story gig. So the first winner is the person who answered this question correctly on our Instagram page at Studio327 Inc. or at Good Morning SKN, because we've got two of those. The question was, in which country did the Christmas tree originate? In which country did the Christmas tree originate? And Cortensia, you were saying that you never even thought of that question
I
before.
never thought of it. Never.
I'm guessing, Chris, neither you.
No. I'm interested now.
Yeah, me too. It piqued my interest once I saw it.
It's like, who thinks about that? You just know that you get a Christmas tree for Christmas and that's it, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's see. So the options were England, France, Germany, and Italy. Why do we have to go back to France? I'm wounded already, you know what I mean? All right, so those were the options. And the answer is C. All right, so that's Germany. And the first person to answer correctly was Shania Playroom. That's the Instagram name, so Shania Playroom. So congratulations, you actually won a prize from Tap Water. This is great for you. Awesome. Thank you, Chris.
Congratulations.
Indeed, congratulations. And we move on to winner number two. And this is the spin that wheel. The second winner was pulled from a pool of commenters on our giveaway post on Instagram. Yes, that's at Studio327 Inc. or at Good Morning SKN. So let's spin the wheel to see who that person is. So spin that wheel. Ooh. And our winner is Empress_Boone. So you just won yourself a prize as well from Tap Water. Look at that. Look at that. Congratulations. Congratulations. And thank you for participating in our 12 days of Christmas. So for those persons who didn't win a prize but are interested in purchasing a product, here is how you can do that. So Chris, you can let them know how they can do so.
So we're on the website, www.tapwatercaribbean.com, on Facebook at Tapwater Instagram as well, or you can visit us also at espowater.com, espowater.com, or on WhatsApp 763-6000.
I've got to say, though, you are going to be our version of Santa Claus here because you just made somebody's Christmas a whole lot cleaner.
Indeed. Cleaner, healthier, and plastic-free. Look at that.
You got the three. Okay, you're going to work for Tap Water now? Is that what we're doing
You never know. You never know.
Weekend job.
Indeed. Chris, it was our pleasure. Thank you for coming and participating once again. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
To our winners, congratulations once more. And GMSKN Nation, stay tuned. Much more after this short break.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy,
My mother said, when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, uncle not here in the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Do you know that common baked goods such as bread and crackers are high in salt? Get salt smart.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Here with us now is professional singer, songwriter, session vocalist, recording artist, vocal coach, Denise Gordon. Before we begin this interview, which I'm very hyped for, by the way, because I was actually saying to Denise that we're going to hijack the interview, we're going to forget all about the questions, and we're going to go straight into vocal coach practice session. And by the way, I was going to be the first student, just putting that out there.
First one, yes, correct.
But apparently we have to get all through, right, in St. Kitts, we have to get right through, you know, all these questions and all these things. Yeah, it sounds bad, doesn't it? Not really, because we're going to go to a clip of Denise singing right now.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at that.
When this life is over, said I'll fly away, yeah, to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away, yeah, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, said I'll fly away, yeah, when I die, hallelujah, by and by I'll fly away. Well, there'll be just a few more weary days and then, oh, I'll fly away, yeah. I'll fly away. Yeah, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, said I'll fly away. Yeah, when I die, hallelujah. By and by, I'll fly away. Yeah.
What happened just now, I could literally listen to that all day. So now I'm kind of upset because the song got interrupted, but you know, the blessing is that you're here. So it's a pleasure to meet you, Denise. Oh my God, that, I mean, wow. Do you get that reaction a lot?
Yeah, I think people are surprised sometimes, and that's always a nice thing that you can surprise people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Your voice
blown away.
is phenomenal.
Thank you.
The arrangement, everything that went into it, the execution. My God, I'm a little upset that we're not continuing to listen to it, so I'll have to look for it after.
Okay.
But it's great that you are here, and you do have a connection to St. Kitts and Nevis. So
I do.
Let everyone know what that is.
Yeah. Well, I was born in the UK, but both my parents are from Gingerland in Nevis. So. When I was very young, I think I was around 7 when my mum first brought me out to the Caribbean. It was a bit of a shock that my grandmother's toilet was outside the house. And these things, a bit traumatizing when you come from England as a kid. But I loved Nevis. It was all, I went to school. I had relationships and friendships and went back to England. And my mum always encouraged me to write to friends that I went to school with. And then I'd come back, and I've been coming back ever since. So it feels like, it always felt like home to me.
By the way, I have to say, what you called traumatic about Nevis is also one of my first memories. So that's what I default to when I think Nevis, honestly. My grandmother, my great-grandmother, everything out there. Yeah.
And you look out and your mum says, follow your grandmother. And you go, it's okay. I don't need to go.
Simple way of life. A simple way of life.
But I loved it. And I was so glad that my mum brought me out young enough to appreciate that there was a culture that I came from, because growing up in England at that stage, children in England said, oh, you come from the Caribbean, you live in mud huts, and so the teacher said, well, because you're going to be going for so long, we want you to come back and speak to the whole school about your experience. And then I could explain, oh, the houses are not in rows, everybody has their own land, and it gave me quite a self-esteem about coming from the Caribbean.
Good.
Right.
So, yeah, very important early on.
Yes.
So when did you begin your singing career?
Well, my mum was a church member, as most of us are familiar with Sunday school, and I think I was 3, and she said, she taught me he's got the whole world in his hands, and she sent me up, and I started doing he's got the icky bicky baby in his hand. She said, you couldn't even say little baby, you said icky bicky. And that was the start. And so I've been singing since I was 3 years of age.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so other than he's got the whole world in his hands, let's talk about the graduation, other songs that you sang to even get to this point.
Yeah. Well, gospel was the biggest influence growing up in church. And as a young child in church, sometimes the preaching can be, you get distracted. And so the most important part of the church service was when the songs came up. And so from very early on, I had a little group called the Little Pilgrims. So we were like the Destiny's Child of Pilgrim Holiness Church, and we just spit harmonies, and then I sort of became much more like the front singer, like the Beyonce. So I had to go solo.
Loving the energy.
So, and that was it. I started in church, and later in my life, when I went to college, I was really influenced. When I was supposed to be studying, I was listening to Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald, and yeah, the jazz came. The jazz came in, yeah, and so I just wanted to pursue it.
Wow, I can see why.
Yeah, because it's just in my soul. It's just my spirit is all about music.
So you would have stuck to the jazz genre of music?
Well, when we were growing up, you had artists like Whitney Houston and Anita Baker, and everything you read about them was that they came from the church.
Yeah.
So it kind of made you feel that there was a connection, and if they could get through, then maybe we could all get through.
Okay.
And so even though I liked gospel, I knew there was R&B and there was Latin music and other sorts of music. And my brothers were very eclectic. They were much older than me, so they were listening to punk music, to The Clash, Bob Marley, of course, Marvin Gaye. So I had all these influences in my house, and classical piano lessons, you know, as a child. So there's a lot in there.
Well, exactly, and I'm sure it comes out when you
and
sing.
it comes out, yeah, the more that you absorb, the more that, you know, the input, and the output is reflected because there's so much going on with jazz and gospel and Latin and all the other influences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not that I wasn't excited about hearing you sing or talking about other things that you've experienced, but this right here, you performed at Buckingham Palace for the Queen's Jubilee?
Yes, the 50th.
Wow, what an honor.
Yes, I was part of the Kingdom Choir, which, again, I left and went solo. But Harry and Meghan had the pleasure of that choir, so it was the choir that I joined and did, you know, certain performances with. And there's another group from Birmingham, England, called Black Voices. They're an a cappella group, and so I ended up joining them years later. The founder was from St. Kitts, Pemberton, Carol Pemberton, and she got an MBE for the Queen for her services to music. And so I toured and sang for the Pope, to 250,000 people, being part of, you know, Black Voices as well. So there's so much music that's come out of St. Kitts. We don't often celebrate some of our overseas artists. That wherever you go, you say, I'm a Nivision and a Kittitian, or, you know, even if you're in England, because our parents, you know, we feel so much a part of the Federation, you know.
Well, that's good to hear you
Even
say.
though we live in the UK or Canada or the US, wherever we are, we're still Nivisions and Kittitians.
I love that. We'll own you. We'll claim it.
We definitely will.
Yeah, I belong, okay?
So congratulations on all your achievement thus far again.
Thank you.
Why are you known as a gospel diva? I know you keep saying you went solo, so why are you known
Yeah,
as
a gospel diva, it was just a handle because I was always singing.
Okay.
When I was about 17 or 18, I'd go out on a Saturday night and I would do Whitney Houston impressions and Tina Turner just to get in a taxi quicker, you know. It was just fun for me. And so people always knew that I was that singer. So it wasn't diva as in...
Right,
You
we
know?
got it. Not that connotation.
Okay.
I would say it's probably the original connotation.
Yeah.
Diva is somebody that you look up to, owning the craft.
I have my moments.
You have.
I love it.
I love it. Save that for interview 2. All right. This is a nice interview.
I'll be back.
All right. So let's talk about the fact that, okay, you mentioned some of this. You were a lead singer in your church by age 11.
Yeah.
I have to ask you though, older people in the congregation, when they hear an 11-year-old singing, what did they have to say? What was their feedback? What did that do for you, hearing that?
Well, as you know, when you're pre-teens, there's certain things that suddenly become awkward or you're embarrassed about. And at church, you know, you'd have the Sunday morning service, but there'd be some sisters there and they wanted their husbands to come back in the evening, you know. And their husbands would say, I'd come back if Denise is going to sing tonight. So the whole church is looking at you like, you better sing, girl. But it was a pressure. I wasn't ready for it. And I kind of shied away from it for a few years in that church circle because I'd suddenly been thrust to the front, singing with people that were much older than me, and they'd still make me the lead. And I'd say, no, I just want to be in the contralto section, or I just want to be in that section. They'd say, no, you're singing the lead. So it's an adjustment. And even now when I'm teaching, I know that children go through that. You know, when they're 7 or 8, they're like, hey, and then they get to their teens and they start to become more conscious of themselves. And it's really important that you keep their confidence and encourage them to share their gift. See it as a gift. Yeah.
I'm glad that you worked through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Had to. You know, in church, it's like, go.
Yeah, there is pressure. There's pressure there, definitely.
Yeah. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful for it all. You know?
You kept the membership up, so I'm grateful that you did that too.
Yes, and get the membership of Wesleyan Holiness Church up. Okay, Wesleyan Holiness.
So I want to know, since we're talking about songs, what was the first song that you wrote?
That I wrote? Oh my gosh. I think it was with a school friend. And it was, yes, it's ended up on one of my albums. It was with a school friend, and it was influenced by Ella Fitzgerald's song, a tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. And I loved Ella Fitzgerald, and then I wrote a song called Puppy Don't Follow, which was not really about a dog, it was basically about somebody following you that needs to go back to their own home. So, yeah.
So can we get a few lines of that? Because now you're singing and I'm like, oh, I'm hearing the Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, I love the jazz. I love the jazz.
Can you sing a few lines of that song?
Of
Puppy
my
Don't
song?
Follow? Yeah.
Puppy don't follow. I said, a puppy, don't you follow me. Got to get right on home. Daddy's all alone. Should have been home since way past 3. You look so good, can't you see? Puppy don't follow. Ain't you got a home of your own? A home of your own.
Ooh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. That was so good. That was so good.
You know you found a singer when you hear this, and there is no embellishment to the voice, there is no after effects or anything. You know you have a singer. You are a singer.
She is, sure is.
We'll be back to continue this engaging interview in a moment. Stay tuned.
Please follow.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
And we are back with the lovely Dennis Gordon as we continue this engaging interview. So can you tell us, what are some of your fans' favorite songs?
Oh, I get asked for so many songs repeatedly. I always perform He's Got the Whole World in His Hands because it just reminds everybody where I began. And it's the type of song wherever I'm performing that will pull everybody together.
Nice.
And so I like to have those sort of moments. What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, you know, is always requested at the end, you know, something that lifts people up, and especially when the pandemic.
Yes.
What a Wonderful World was the first song that I sang when in the pandemic, and I was in Nevis, and I was playing with a Jazzy Shiverton from the Greenhouse. And, you know, it was emotional because we'd gone through this dark time, and then suddenly we were able to come out of our houses and be together again, and it just made you think not to take the world for granted as we knew it.
Indeed.
So, yeah, mostly those iconic jazz and gospel songs. Yeah.
Well, you definitely appreciate what you have when it gets taken away for a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, so in that vein, I want to talk with you about your experience touring and perhaps some of the comforts that you've become accustomed to and maybe those moments of culture shock.
Well, I think because I traveled so early in my life, I was 7, the first time I got on a jumbo jet, you know, and leave from London Heathrow and fly to the Caribbean. But that smell of jet fuel, I think I just got high off it. So I loved touring. And for me, that was different city, suitcase, hotel rooms, not making my bed, having breakfast ready. These are things that make you a diva. So, and it was just a wonderful experience for me. I've traveled to Brazil, I've toured in Hong Kong, China, most of Europe, France, Germany, Holland, Switzerland, Hungary. So experiencing different languages and just the cultures, different cultures. And so travel, they say, broadens the mind. And I really do believe the more you see of the world, the more you connect with humanity because you understand.
Yes.
You know, you've been there and you've spoken to the people on the ground.
Indeed.
So yeah, I think traveling very early on, you know, gave me a thirst for touring. I'm not normally thirsty, but touring.
Well, that's so funny.
So which one of these countries was your favorite? Which one stood out the most to you?
I think Brazil.
Okay.
I think touring in Brazil because it felt so much like the Caribbean. I was like, whoa! I didn't expect it to feel so Caribbean. I was in Salvador Bahia, and it was that was probably one of my favorite places. And New Orleans, of course, the home of jazz.
Yes.
And my mum's favorite singer was Mahalia Jackson from New Orleans, and she loved Louis Armstrong. So we've had the gospel and jazz influence there as well through the music.
You were saying that the song that we played at the beginning of this interview was actually recorded in New Orleans.
In New Orleans, yes. Yeah.
Wow. One of your favorite places?
One of my favorite places. Hi, New Orleans, if anybody's watching in New Orleans. I love the city. They just embraced me there. Everybody said, girl, you sound like you're from New Orleans. But because of the gospel tradition, you just can connect. And so I made the album in, I think, 3 days with 15 musicians. Just because I knew they were all church musicians and I could just hire them and they'd know all the songs. And so that I'll Fly Away is on an album that I produced there called Sunday Service. And it's got the classics on, Just a Closer Walk.
How many songs?
12 or 13 songs.
In 3 days? Wow, you're good.
Yeah.
Sunday Service, that gets me, definitely. I think it's catchy enough.
Yeah, Sunday Service. Yeah. Take My Hand, Precious Lord, all the classics that we grew up with in church. So yeah, very proud of that actually. Yeah.
Have you transitioned away from those classics, still in the gospel genre, to give us something a little different? Or?
I prefer the old hymns, and you know, if someone passes away and there's a church service, they'll say Get Denise. So Amazing Grace, and those songs for me are the real gospel music. Some modern churches now, I don't get the same connection to the songs. They sound more like pop music or indie music. For me, that traditional gospel music that we grew up with. Yeah, it's, you know, you go around the world. In Germany, there's gospel choirs wanting to sound like the States choirs, the Harlem choirs. And so our culture has really influenced everybody, and I think it's important that we celebrate it and hold on to it.
Very solid point. Right.
Thank you.
That makes you a little different, though, I have to say. I think, because, someone with your experience with youth on your side, obviously, to
Thank
be
you.
so.
I'm definitely coming back.
Indeed.
And you're absolutely right, because the experience in churches sometimes it's like we've moved away from in order to attract a younger crowd, and yet there you are connecting and saying this is something that everybody can relate to.
Yes.
It's great to keep in mind. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Well, it's a pleasure. That's what I feel, that we sometimes overlook our own contributions around the world of what we grow with, you know. And there are ways of delivering music in a more classical way, but the way we deliver it in our diaspora, if I go to the States, I can go into any church and I could sing Great Is Thy Faithfulness, and everybody would know our delivery and our style. And I think it's something to be celebrated, definitely.
I'm thirsty for more now. Can I say that? Hearing you rattle these titles, I'm just like, wow. I can only imagine your sound. Wow. You talk.
But Jamie, you want to collab because you know Jamie sings, right?
Come on, Jamie, what are we going to sing together?
I'm getting pressured here. I didn't prepare for that.
Jamie
I said that we were going to be vocal class.
Can you swing low, sweet Jerry?
No, that's the right key for me. Wow.
Is it too high for you?
Swing low.
Ooh, here we go.
Sweet chariot.
Hello.
Coming for to carry me home. Swing low. Ooh. Okay. Pressure.
Hallelujah.
Now imagine if I got vocal training. Wow.
Yes.
I'm putting that out there. I'm leaving it there.
Jamie, 6618132.
Got it. All right. Got it.
You heard. So, do you do vocal training here in St. Kitts?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
teach here. Some of my students are mostly in Nevis.
Okay.
But happily take students in St. Kitts. I can teach online with Zoom or WhatsApp. Normally hour lessons, and encourage people in confidence, breathing, relaxation, and just bringing them out, finding their voice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I love teaching. I love
It's a blessing for us that you are here. Wow.
Yeah.
And teaching. Yes. Because that tradition of great singing will continue.
Absolutely.
In part because of your help. So that's great.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to say now. I'm like speechless.
That was beautiful, Jamie.
thank
That was
you.
beautiful.
No, hey.
And I love duets. So.
Okay. There you go.
Very
Duets
brave
in
of
the
you.
making, guys. The duets in the making with the two of them. We never know. We're going to sit down on something soon.
It's interesting because hearing that you collaborated with Jazik, we had the pleasure of interviewing him, and he's just such a live force. He was here, and he's, he was on Zoom, but even then, he was in a studio with his. You guys must have a lot of fun when you.
Yeah, I call him a professor in the studio because he's, all the gadgets going, and he's looking for sounds and frequencies, and he's really into production as well, not just the live things. We've written together, collaborated on songs. There's so much talent in the Federation, like Jazik and these people that the world should know. Everybody should be saying, hey, let's get our artists out there.
It's one of the things that I keep getting, well, not surprised by, but I keep hearing. Although we are small, we can go toe-to-toe with just about anybody in any field. And
Absolutely.
music is definitely one of those areas.
Absolutely, yeah. When you think of Mel B, also from Nevis, Corrine Bailey-Ray has connections to St. Kitts, Joan Armour Trading, myself.
The diva, the gospel diva.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent to be celebrated from here.
So what's next for you?
Next is really establishing myself in the Caribbean. Because I toured mostly around Europe, I had set my sights to be here and make Nevis my base and perform in St. Martin and St. Kitts, of course, St. Lucia. These are all places that I'm waiting for it to manifest.
Yes. So we're going to speak at St. Lucia Jazz Festival.
Yes, we're speaking it in.
She's right here when you're ready.
Hey.
I love it.
And coming up, we'll be at the Spice Mill on New Year's Eve, which I'm really excited about. So come on out. There's going to be a dinner and fabulous food and great entertainment. New Year's Eve, and basically just trying to build my name in St. Kitts so that, more people find out about Denise Gordon.
I have a feeling it's going to be a whole lot easier than you might think.
Well, this is a great start. So
Just
thank
keep
you.
saying it. You are so welcome. It's our pleasure indeed.
Really, really a pleasure.
Well, we're going to be singing through the commercial. Sorry, you guys won't be able to hear it, but we're going to sing our way out of this. Well, maybe we should sing our way out of this one. I'll let you pick.
Oh, you're going to let me pick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're going to sing us to commercial.
I'm sitting back.
Didn't we almost have it all?
Night we had until the morning.
Ooh, you know you'll never love this way again.
Till we almost have it
Ooh, goosebumps. GMSKN Nation, stay tuned. Much more after this.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might broke up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Ring, ring, ring. No, we don't got the bells. Ring the bells. Yes, ring the bells. It's time for Jamie and I to loosen up in Christmas style. This is my Christmas tree, right? With this segment of That Christmas Edition. Or This or That Christmas Edition, sorry. So This or That Christmas edition. So that's how we're going to loosen up, okay?
All right.
So it's either going to be, you could go with this or you can go with that. We keeping in the vibe? He already sang his heart out, you know, so he's not a trainer anymore.
Oh, the pressure. Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you remember the song, right? You can go with this or you can go with that. It was like a surfer song.
I actually don't remember it. What? I don't even know if I know it.
You
Never
know,
mind remember it.
I think you know, but it's just not ringing a bell right now. Yeah.
No pun intended, not ringing a bell. You said
no, because after all that fancy jazz and that smooth R&B, he's not thinking about surfer songs now. You can go with this or you can go with that. You see the same part about people dancing to that. So we're ready for our Christmas edition of this or that.
Okay. So if you had to pick one, Christmas songs would be this. Christmas movies would be that.
I will pick this because we're accustomed to the Christmas songs. Oh, holy night. As the same Mariah Carey's dusting off. Well, she's already dusted off, guys. She's back. She's back. Leave is back. Leave is back.
Can I have both? Can I cheat? Can I put the Christmas songs into the Christmas movies and have both? Can I do it that way? Is that doable?
I only have memories of 2 Christmas movies, and that's Scrooge, and that's Here Comes Santa Claus. I swear no other Christmas movie resonates with me like those 2.
Okay, we'll take the song. So definitely this.
Yeah.
But I love the movies.
Yeah.
Can't do. It's hard to imagine doing Christmas without both. You know.
But there are a lot of Christmas movies on my movie box, and I refuse to watch them. I don't know. I just like listening to the songs.
It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, those sorts of things. I'm a traditional guy, right? So black and white movies get me all the time.
Okay. Songs. This. Gotta stick with the Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus, run up Santa Claus. I might be singing the wrong lyrics, but yeah. Oh.
Star Tree Topper or Angel Tree Topper?
This.
So you're going with the Star Tree yeah, tongue twister. Apparently this or that is a tongue twister today. All right.
Star Tree Topper. Yeah, because isn't the angel like a latest phenomenon? Not too latest, but you know, the star has always been there because what led the wise men to Jesus? Not an angel, right? The star, right?
But they both have roles. You think
they
about
both
it,
have roles, but to me,
it's just what you prefer. So you prefer the star.
But to me, the star has been topping trees forever. Even our tree out there is top of the star. We don't got no angel.
Okay, you noticed that. I didn't notice it at all.
Yeah.
I noticed a tree. I didn't notice it. Here's the thing. My tree has been topped for years with a star, usually a lit star.
Okay.
But I do have angel ornaments, most exquisite, on the tree. So I guess I can part with the angel tree topper because I'll put them on the tree anyway.
Okay.
So it kind of works. So this star.
Star. The star is the star of the show. The star is the diva of the show. Yeah. The star just shows up more often than the angel.
And then you get into the whole debate as to whether we should have a white angel or a brown angel, which is not a debate as far as I'm concerned. But anyway,
we
some people
never
actually
debate
think that.
the star, guys. We never debate
People
the
actually
stars.
think that,
Never do we debate the star.
There are people listening to me right now who are thinking, "Yeah, Jamie, you really should have a." Yeah, I know. I get
it. Ooh, Jamie's in trouble.
No, I'm not actually, because I don't know these people. I just know that they were listening to me. They're out there.
I thought you knew. I thought it was someone that knew you. Okay, ham or turkey? This.
Definitely ham.
Ooh, on cue. Ham. Cousin to ham.
Besides,
I'm not
you
a
can
turkey girl.
You could have your turkey for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Well, we don't have. Well, I was going to say we don't have Thanksgiving here, but what do I know? Because we've got people.
Yeah, it's beginning to look a lot like
away,
Thanksgiving
and who
here.
return, they bring the traditions with them, right? So.
Yeah, I say it's beginning to look a lot like Thanksgiving, right? Because a lot of people are buying into the culture.
Yeah. It's kind of fused.
Yeah. But we are going to stick with this because ham has long been in our tradition.
I wonder if our viewers think like we do. Perhaps they do, perhaps they don't. If you want to leave us a
Let
comment,
us
play along
know.
with us, do that.
Yeah. Karen, fill it in. But I'm sure Karen's going to put ham, you know. I'm sure Karen's going to say ham.
It's always interesting to check those comments after the games
Yeah.
and see, you know, whether we think alike or not. So we'll see.
Indeed.
Hosting Christmas or visiting others, if you had to pick one.
That.
Do you want people to come over, or do you want to go to?
I want to go. Like, I'm longing for. Oh my gosh, Jamie, I forgot to bring something for you, but I'll tell you afterwards. I'm longing for a Guyanese Christmas, like I've been saying. So I want to go home next year. I'm planning from now, and I want to eat from everybody's house that I'm familiar with. I just have to come back with the intention that the weight loss starts ASAP. As soon as I leave the shores of Guyana, my weight loss is on the plane. I could be walking back and forth, starting the steps, getting the steps in. Because Jamie, I long for a Guyanese Christmas so bad. Yeah.
So you want to visit others?
Yeah, I want to visit others. Yeah.
You could host a Guyanese themed Christmas here, just so you know, right?
No, because I still don't know how to make the pepper pot, although I'm a proud eater of the pepper pot like yesterday. When I got married, I got a jumbo-sized pressure pot. So I told my sisters, y'all gotta come get this yesterday. And they came over and they were like laughing, like, where you going with that big box? I'll be like, this is the pressure pot. So we're gonna all pool. Mommy's gonna do the pepper pot so I can get my pot of pepper pot out of that jumbo pot. Yeah, so that's the whole deal behind. So you see how miracles work? I got a whole big pot, and now the big pot's gonna work to separate for that house and me, because I'm gonna enjoy the pepper pot. Yes.
No, I'm not okay. The visiting authors for me generally would be visiting family members, because I'm not a goer to people's houses, really.
So you're gonna host.
And we've done the other thing before, but not necessarily on Christmas either. So
yeah, because most people host on Boxing Day, the day after.
Yeah, because it's more
Christmas is for the family, right?
So maybe visiting others. I'll take that.
Yeah, see, but I'm visiting others with a good reason. I want the cake, I want the food, I want whatever they got in their houses. Y'all, prepare for me. I'm coming home next year. I am. Yeah.
Candy cane or chocolates? If you had to pick one.
Candy cane. This.
You know I'm not going to pick candy cane.
I know.
Do not like the candy cane.
Chocolates are sweet too.
Yeah, exactly. They're great. I love the chocolates. I'll take it.
I'm going to go with this and you will go with that. You don't know that song still? Oh, no, man, I can't believe.
I don't remember that. Maybe I don't even know it. I want to say that.
You know that song.
You can't remember what you don't know, right? Although it depends on the context and who you're talking to and about. Yeah, some of you remember what you don't know. And in any event, we're talking about this or that.
Okay. So sleep in or up early. On Christmas, as I said, I love waking up early. So I'm going to go with that because just the smell, just the new smell. And then the smell of the plastic dolls when we got plastic dolls, Because I don't think my mom used to wrap anything back in them days. So the smell of the plastic doll, the smell of the polish, you wake up and you see the sun through the thick new curtains that are up. Yeah. Up early. And you smell your mom heating up the pepper pot. Oh my gosh.
No. For
Sleeping?
me, I think I've only gotten up early on Christmas Day. No, you know what? Let me change it. I got up early on Christmas Day once in my life, probably, and that was when I was 6 years old, and we had a sleepover at my great uncle's house in Canada. So all the kids, all the people I didn't know before, and so on. And we were getting presents. We saw the presents under the tree the night before, so it's like we're getting up to see what they are. That's what it was. It got me up early. Otherwise, it's literally like, and sleeping is like getting up about 8 o'clock. That's sleeping in for me.
That's not bad.
It's not. Yeah, once the sun.
Sleeping in for me is 12, guys. 12. Yeah, 12. On to now, 12. Yeah. When I was younger, it was 2 p.m.
Wow. No, I cannot do that.
Holiday time, 2 p.m.
But then you worked on shifts, right? Didn't you? No, you said when you were younger.
When we were younger, yeah, we had parties. 2? Remember, we had parties in the summer. Remember the parties I told you about? So we had parties in Nintendo game all the way down in the night, and then 2 o'clock the next day we were up again, showered, eat breakfast, eat a lot of junk. Our Super 2 cookies or wafers, etc. Party hardy again, and then 2 o'clock again the next day. Yeah, I enjoyed summer.
Anybody who knows Cortensia from Tortola? Yeah. We want the secret files.
They know. The folks from the BVI know. They know. So I'm gonna go with that. On Christmas morning, I want to wake up early. Yeah. Indeed.
Oh, this one is so easy.
Garland
or ornaments?
Ornaments. So I'm gonna go with that.
Ornaments. Yeah.
Garland is to me after thing, because ornaments were always there, right?
I really don't know.
But then we have the gardens, because you remember the little silver and gold ones that we used to put around the tree. But I still think ornaments outweigh that.
Yeah, I'm not a garland fan.
Yeah.
Other than Judy, But
Judy
not
Garland,
really.
there's
Not really.
He's
No.
fanning.
Ornaments, definitely.
So we're going with that. Oh,
This is a tough one.
I'm yet to get a real tree, so I'm gonna go with that
Wow.
because I'm being told the scent is gonna bother some people.
Yeah,
Or
it's pine. Right.
The
It's really
cleanup.
strong.
The cleanup.
Well, the cleanup is
But
always
I want a real tree for once.
because it sheds.
Yeah, I know.
I think the first time that I have, about 20 years actually, it's been tradition for us to have a real tree.
Okay.
Last year we got a fake one, thanks to Matt, because we were out of time for the real tree. We weren't on the list or whatever it is, because you know how they go, right? You got to be on the list, and then they come, and then sometimes they're in the
What?
trailer so long, and then they
I didn't know that.
literally come out looking half dead. Depending, there was a year like that, so I don't know if they got better, because I don't think we went back on that list. In any event, maybe we're still there. Either way, my aunt saved our lives last year. She gave us a tree that she had because she'd gotten a real one. Normally we would. And so we still have it. So it's up this year because it's like, yeah, was I really going to head down the road to stand up and be like, yeah, this is really what I want to do, pick trees out and then come shred it. And I would have had to consider transportation. So it depends. But I think if I had to pick, maybe next year I'll go back to a real one. Although you get some fake ones that actually look.
I have not had a tree in, oh my gosh. Yeah, I've not had a tree in about 8 years. Yeah, I don't do Christmas. I clean up maybe New Year's.
The fun part is like going to shop for the tree. Because I remember when my mom lived in New York, that's the thing that we would do. There was this.
I can imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
What
there was
we
a
see in the
store.
movies,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, literally 2.5 blocks away, and we'd go there. We'd be like, okay, this is the one that we want. They deliver it, right? And then she'd sprinkle some flakes on it so it looked like snow.
Oh,
And then
nice.
we had these ornaments that we still have because she's really good at taking care of things, and they were exquisite. So
Oh, nice.
we still have them.
Nice.
Hence the angels that I tell you about.
Yeah.
One lost his horn the other day, but apart from that, we're fine.
Jamie, you, what happened? He fell out the tree?
Of course.
Oh my gosh, poor angel. Sorry. Of
course.
We'll get you a new one. Oh.
Traveling for Christmas or staying home for Christmas?
I don't. Well, I'm gonna say, can I go with this and that? Because when I flew, I traveled a few Christmases. But I tried to end up where there was family, like Tortola. Oh my God! So I could go eat my auntie's food. Yes, yes. So I've traveled for Christmas, and I've stayed home. So I've done both. So I'm gonna go with this and that.
I think I've spent so much of my time in books somewhere else that literally those two merged for me because I would always look forward to December just to be home. I remember traveling, like getting out of school, like the 18th night, which is considered late for me, like the 18th or 19th of December. And it's like, no, the next day I'm on a flight. If I could have gotten one that night and not have to clean my apartment up, it would have been fine. But nah, are you kidding? So definitely, yeah, I'm like the song. I'll be home for Christmas. That's it.
Christmas, you can count on me.
This one is easy. That. I'm not doing this. Sorry. You're not going to want to see.
Huh? I'm dating.
Yeah.
I'm not rapping nothing. I'm not a good rapper. No. So I'm decorating the tree.
You can reason that based on the way that you and I probably would wrap gifts, we're making the unwrapping part easy for the recipient. There's an argument to be made there.
No. When they see our wrappings, they'll be like, I don't have confidence of what's in that.
What's in that?
Yeah. So it's going to be. Exactly.
Hello. That.
We can go with that. We can go
gift
with
wrap
that.
or gift bags? No, definitely
We are
gift
gifting
bags.
bags. Yep.
That's it.
We'll just put a little tissue paper on top so the anticipation will be real. Yeah.
Sugar cookies or
gingerbread. Gingerbread. But sugar cookies are good too, because remember we have the Danish. Oh.
I'll take the sugar cookies.
No, I'm going with this and that.
Wow.
I'm melting here.
Well, apparently you're melting. That is all the time that we have for this today. How about that?
I know.
Or this,
Right.
depending on what you're talking about, right? Yeah. All right, so we want to thank you guys for joining us today for another edition of GMSKN. I literally was saying here, you never know what you're going to get when you tune in, because I wasn't prepared for half the things that happened today. That being said, you tune in daily to find a little bit of everything for everyone. I like to say because it's a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are getting enough, but if you're not, guess what? You just watch on another day. So you tune in tomorrow and you watch more. You let people know about us. So your friends, your family members, your coworkers, that way the boss will let you turn the television on. Yeah, that'd be great too.
It's
All right,
Christmas.
and watch us.
Yes,
Follow
watch,
us
watch.
on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube at Studio 327, and could also on Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Again, that one is so easy. It's the name of the show, Good Morning SKN. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share, and check out our website. Definitely visit it at www.studio327inc.com to learn more about Good Morning SKN and Studio 327.
Yes, and leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. Was it Jamie's duet? And see you tomorrow, Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Thanks for watching. Remember, our giveaway continues. Come back tomorrow for so much more. Have a great day, guys.